Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again from the OREI team with an overview of the HDS-31VW HDMI Video Wall Controller. This product was engineered to make it incredibly easy for you to display the output from any HDMI media device across up to 9 monitors at the same time, creating a gigantic video wall. The product fully supports 4K high-definition media content, and it's both HDMI 1.4 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. The product also includes 13 different pre-programmed modes that you can use to quickly organize your monitors, and you can select between those modes by tapping a button on the front of the unit, using the included infrared remote control, or through a direct connection on the rear to a local computer. The product also provides audio extraction capabilities where it can digitally separate the audio component from the media stream being displayed, and that allows you to pass that audio along to a home stereo or a soundbar through a digital or analog connection on the front. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at the unit and I'll explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it. I'll list the features and functions that this product provides, and then I'll come back and do a short demonstration to show you just how easy this product will be to use with your own equipment. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first open up the box, you'll find the module. You'll also find a 12-volt, 1-amp DC power supply. You can plug this end into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, and this plugs directly into the DC input port in the rear and provides all the power you'll need for operation. Also included is a USB-A to micro USB cable. You can use this to update the firmware on the product if needed later on. You can also use this to connect to a local computer to issue commands to change the profile of the displays. You'll find a bracketing kit you can use to mount the unit up off the ground and out of the way. An infrared remote control is also included, which allows you to make your selections from quite a distance away from the product. And finally, a full instruction manual is also included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other good information about the product that you'll want to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the unit, I'll list the features and functions, and then I'll come back and do that demonstration. The product features a full metal enclosure which makes it incredibly durable and a great choice for both residential and commercial installations. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find these ventilation slots that are really designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape and keeps the electronics inside at a very comfortable temperature. You'll also find mounting holes on both sides that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount the module up off the ground and out of the way. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. When you add power to the unit, it starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the electronics, and once it passes that test, it'll light that LED letting you know it's ready to use. This product provides audio extraction capabilities where it can digitally separate the audio from the media stream being displayed, and then allows you to pass that along to a soundbar or other amplifier system through either an optical SPDIF connection or a left and right analog audio output. You can connect these to your sound system and enjoy that improved audio. To the right of that is an infrared receiver window, and that's used with the included remote control. It's where the signals from that remote are picked up. So when you set this up, make sure that window is visible if you're using that infrared remote control. To the right of that are 9 LEDs, all labeled output. These indicate a solid connection between the unit and the monitors you're using to display your content. When you make that connection over an HDMI cable, the connection is checked, and once it's been verified, the corresponding LED will come on, indicating a solid connection. To the right of that are 2 buttons labeled Edge Mask. You can tap these to adjust the edge of the display by 8 pixels. Every time you tap that, it'll eliminate that edge by 8 pixels. To the right of that is a selector between 2.1 and 5.1 channel for the audio. You can tap that to pivot between those 2 different choices. And then finally, on the right, there's a mode switch you can use to step through the 13 different pre-programmed modes for display across those monitors that this unit provides. On the bottom of the unit are 4 rubber feet that'll help to protect the surface you set it down on and keep it from sliding around during operation. On the rear of the units, where you'll make all your connections, starting on the left, you'll find 1 full-sized HDMI port labeled Input. This connects to whatever media device you'd like to display across the 9 monitors. To the right of that are 9 more full-sized HDMI ports labeled Output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And these are where you'll connect your monitors that you'd like to use for that giant video wall. To the right of that is a micro USB port, and that's used for updating the firmware on the module if needed later on. And to complete that upgrade, you'll connect this to a local computer and move the firmware file over to the module to finish that upgrade. That port is also used for connecting to a local computer, and you can issue RS-232 commands to change the programming of the unit. To the right of that is a DC input port, and that's used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into a standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there, and you can finger tighten that collar so it doesn't pop out. Finally, to the right of that is a power switch that can be used to turn the unit on and off. You'll basically snap it on or snap it off as needed. That's pretty much it for the product. The OREI HDS-31VW is compatible with a wide range of modern HDMI media devices, including game consoles, computer systems, digital projectors, media players like Apple TV, and streaming devices. The product's features include full support of 4K ultra-high definition media content. It provides a single input connection for your HDMI media device, as well as 9 output connections for high-definition monitors. It is both HDMI 1.4 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant. It provides audio extraction capabilities as well as power-off memory functionality, and includes an infrared remote to easily make your selections from a distance away from the product. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, right here I've set up a small media player that's currently looping a video. And that's the media content that I'd like to display in this gigantic video wall. Over here, I've set up 9 monitors in a 3x3 configuration. Now this product supports a total of 13 modes. 3x3 is the largest display you can create, but you can use a smaller number of monitors and organize them in a variety of different ways. Currently, I have the unit connected to the monitors, and I'm ready to connect my media device to the unit. Now I've connected a high-speed HDMI cable to the media player. The other end of that plugs directly into the HDMI input port on the back of the unit. It's important when you connect your monitors that you label the cables to make sure that the display is completely organized. In this case, it's 1, 2, 3 across the top, 4, 5, 6 across the middle, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. All we need now is power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of that cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, and I'll plug that directly into the back of the unit and turn it on. It takes a second to recognize the media content, adjust the resolution to match the monitors. It's checking the resolution of the monitors as well to make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture. And there you go. So what you're viewing here is content that's been sent over that HDMI cable to the unit. It's been split up so that all of the different segments on these monitors have a little bit of that video, and together it looks like a gigantic display. Now you do have adjustments to make the bezels a little bit smaller, and I probably could have done a better job of putting the monitors closer together, but you get a real good idea of what it looks like if you can use monitors with a really small bezel. Now you've got 12 other modes you can select from. You've got some that are 2x2, 4x4, so you can do a couple of different configurations depending on your needs, but it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope you found this overview of the OREI HDS-31VW HDMI Video Wall Controller helpful. This product provides an incredibly easy way for you to display any HDMI media stream across up to 9 monitors at the same time, creating a gigantic video wall. The product fully supports 4K high-definition media content, and it's both HDMI 1.4 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's essentially plug-and-play compatible with all of your modern media equipment. It also provides 13 pre-programmed modes that'll help you quickly organize your monitors, and you can select between those modes by tapping a button on the front of the unit, using the infrared remote control from quite a distance away from the product, or through a direct connection on the rear to a local computer. It also provides audio extraction capabilities where it can digitally separate the audio component from the media stream you're displaying, and then allows you to pass that along through an analog or an optical SPDIF connection to a home stereo or a soundbar for that full theater experience. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections you can be up and running in no time. So until next time, thanks again for watching.